You're with your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso. Now, with age, the human immune system becomes less effective at tackling infections and less responsive to vaccinations. And as a result, the aging immune system is then associated with chronic inflammation, which increases the risk of almost all conditions linked to old age. But the right exercise, the right diet and healthcare, they can help maintain healthy immunity into old age. And we chat to Dr. Duncan Carmichael from the Institute of Healthy Aging about how best to care for our immune system as we age. Dr. Duncan, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning.
Dr. Duncan, I think now is the perfect time to speak about this, because really in this time we're all trying to focus on our bodies and really a healthy immune system. But why is it that our immune system becomes less effective as we age?
Well, it's an important concept, and I think the immune system is a really, really interesting part of the body. And there's probably three main factors that contribute to it. So the first is, as we age, our bone marrow that makes our white blood cells, which are our fighters for our immune system, becomes a bit more tired and makes fewer white cells. Then the next factor is we have messengers or hormones in the body. So particularly what we call the adrenal gland hormones, and then things like testosterone. And as we age, those become less and decrease, and so the messaging system becomes less, and so the bone marrow doesn't get told as well as it might have in the past to make white blood cells.
What then does a compromised immune system look like? What does an aged immune system look like? How does it work then? What are the functions there?
So you can look at a few things. You can look at the first thing would be the basic decrease in immune system function. So you might get more coughs, more colds. You might start to get bladder infections. You might start to get skin infections. So your immunity generally might start to decrease. You might start to get tummy infections. And those might be the first signs that your immune system's not working as well as it was. If it was a more serious thing, then you might start to develop something like where your body attacks itself. So rheumatoid arthritis, where the body attacks the joints. So our own immune system gets tired and exhausted and attacks itself. One might get, there's other autoimmune things like the body attacking the thyroid, something called Graves' disease. And then lastly, the immune system can get so disturbed, it might sort of form a cancer, so it might not fight off cancer cells.
Wow.
Tell us then about inflammation. What role does this then play with, a compromised immune system or just an aging immune system as well?
So inflammation essentially is good. It's the first fight against an infection. So if we get an inflamed throat, a sore throat, that's our innate immunity starting to attack and send out messages that we must do something about it. But we can get an overexpression of inflammation. So we've all probably heard of a cytotoxic storm, COVID, where we get so much inflammation in the body that the wrong things happen and our lungs fill with fluid and various other things happen. So that can be an overexpression of inflammation. Or we can get an underexpression where you can have an pneumonia developing in the lungs and not even know it. So not enough inflammation.
What lifestyle choices are we making potentially that are contributing to an aging or rapidly aging immune system, and how can we stop ourselves from doing that?
So that's the big point, because we're all waiting for a vaccine, but really we should be strengthening our immune system. There's a lot of lifestyle things we can do. So the bad lifestyle things, firstly, would be not enough sleep. We build our immune system when we sleep. Daily exercise is great. Not running a marathon, that'll tire the immune system out, but just a half an hour of good exercise outdoors in the sun is very good. Our food choices, so 1 coffee, 2 coffee, that's fine, but 4, 5, 6 coffees, not as good.
I need to pull myself back a little bit.
No, I mean, coffees are delicious, but more than 2 for a lot of people can just be too much adrenaline, too much caffeine, can be sort of a bit much sugar. Big problem, and I think we've all sort of been seeing that over the last 10 years, the dangers of sugar. And then there's various foods that can be useful. So one of my favorites is grapefruit. So there's antibacterial properties in it. We've all heard of Granny's chicken broth. So still controversial, but probably useful for the immune system. And then various supplements that we can get. We all know about our zincs and our vitamin Ds, and then some people take things like echinacea and then vitamin Cs when we sort of get a sore throat.
It's all about balance again. But is it something like it's too late? Is it too late to now start looking after our immune system? What can seniors do to help prevent, having an attack?
It's never too late. And so what we do today will help today. And it's little bit by little bit. And the first thing I think to do is to look at those basics. Look at the sleep. Another big one is stress. Look at our stress. Laugh. Try and decrease stress. Get out into the sunshine. Decrease the sugar. Little bit by little bit. Little steps. Don't try and do everything in one day. Just start slowly and get the basics right.
Well, Doctor, it sounds like there certainly are steps that we all can take, no matter how old we are, to empower our immune system and protect it. And IMMUENZA is giving away some amazing experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand each.
Amazing, and this is from skydiving, personalized food experiences with a personal chef, advanced driving, or even shark cage diving. Now, all you have to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook page or Twitter page and tell us which of the 6 experiences you would love to win and why. Make sure to use the hashtag IMMUENZA, and remember the competition closes on the 1st of December and the terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with IMMUENZA.